Welcome back. You're still watching Network Africa on Channels Television. Now, tomorrow is July the 21st, the day that will change Burundi's political history forever. Whatever happens tomorrow could either build up or tear down the East African country. As things stand now, we understand that 3 candidates, including 2 former presidents, announced their withdrawal from Burundi's upcoming presidential race, predicting the contest in this restive African nation will not be free and fair. The letter announcing their pullout is the latest blow to the country's political system, which has been rocked by months of violence after the incumbent President Pierre Nkurunziza announced his bid for a 3rd term. Former Presidents Domitien Ndayizeye and Sylvester Ntabantonganya and former Speaker of Parliament Jean Minani said in a letter to the Electoral Commission that the political and security environment could not guarantee free and fair elections. We're still talking about the controversial Burundi presidential elections. Analysts aren't feeling optimistic in the least. Instead, they are warning that the East African country risks sliding into violence.
If the date stands and President Nkurunziza does run for a 3rd mandate, he is most likely going to win a 3rd mandate in Burundi. In this condition, the political opposition will then most likely be pushed to work with the government in some sort of national unity government despite their protest. What's the most concerning, however, is the fact that there is an armed opposition which is now launching an insurgency against the government. And should the military or the Burundian army split, fracture, and see some of its members join the insurgency, we could see in Burundi an escalation of the country and possibly the breakout of a full-on civil war.
We're joined by university lecturer and media consultant Mr. Jean Regis Nduwimana. He joins us from the Burundian capital, Bujumbura. Mr. Nduwimana, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure as always. Now, considering what we understand now with three of the candidates dropping out of the presidential race, who else will be running against President Nkurunziza?
There's another political party called IPRONA. He has a candidate named Gerard Wayo. He's going to be another candidate to challenge Pierre Nkurunziza, the incumbent president. But everyone knows the winner is already known, is Mr. Nkurunziza.
Well, Mr. Nduwimana, it is the eve of the elections. What are you seeing that should suggest how things could play out tomorrow?
We don't know yet what's going to happen tomorrow, because if you just now, right now I'm talking to you, a grenade just been thrown in the center, the city center of Bujumbura. Right now, right away, I'm receiving photos and everything from my phone. So you see, this is a grenade. Tonight, there are going to be maybe more grenades from here and there in the capital city. So tomorrow, unless there's no gunshot in the downtown or elsewhere, there's going to be those elections where there is a security or peaceful in a peaceful places. But in the capital city, it's going to be very, very hard to get election done.
Well, before I let you go, Mr. Nduwimana, first of all, thank you for the update, and we're asking you to please stay safe. This last question is, do you feel safe enough to actually participate in the elections tomorrow?
No. How can we feel safe and you don't know yet if in the next 10 meters you do in your steps ahead, there is no one to shoot at you or to treat you or to throw a grenade in your neighborhood. So you won't feel safe, especially when you are in this district where demonstration took place in the past weeks. But if you are in the up country, maybe in some areas where there's no protesters, you can feel safe to go to vote. But if you are in the opposition or pro. He want to go to vote because everyone boycotts the elections.
Well, Mr. Nduimana, we do wish you well. Please stay safe. We'll definitely be reaching out to you tomorrow. It's the D-Day. Thank you very much for your updates. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Nduimana is a university lecturer and a media consultant speaking to us from the Burundian capital, Bujumbura. Well, still to come on Network Africa, we take a look at the fuel scarcity situation in the country. Our energy correspondent tells us what's really going on.